So we'll begin inside the box with the things I was asked to show last week, but I didn't. First, we got the first Death Note live-action movie. I don't have any of the others, and I haven't watched this one yet. And then I have, in my Boogiepop Phantom collection, let's see, we got 4 discs. Then we've got Boogiepop and Others, which I believe is a live-action Boogiepop. And I've never watched that. In fact, I actually forgot to rip it. So it's nice that y'all asked me to dig that out. The reason I didn't dig these out, even though there's just the 2 of them, is first of all, it took me half an hour to find the DVD. This is one DVD located somewhere in the collection. It doesn't stand out. It's just dark and subtle. And I overlooked it 3 times before I finally found it. Whereas Death Note is just buried deep, deep, deep in the back of my closet. But it's not an anime. I don't need it out. That makes it, of course, hard to find. Oh, it's son of a... Okay, let's actually not do that one next, because I have to dig a DVD out between shots. So let's start with, or let's go to Code Geass next. As you can see, this is the limited edition box for the first 2 volumes of Code Geass. Very, very nice box. Lots of artwork on it. And then we've got the individual DVDs. So I've been intending to maybe place an order for the complete collection of Code Geass that supposedly came out recently. It's never been in stock on Amazon as far as I've seen. But the main reason I'm interested is because in DVD 2 here, there's a place on there where it looks like the disc has bad data on it, and this is from their master. I bought a couple copies, and the same problem happens in the same spot, and it's been acknowledged on certain forums on the web. So, for now, I just have to deal with that, but I would like to be able to talk to y'all about the complete collection, what's actually in there, whether or not it gets around those problems. Continuing on to Code Geass R2, we've got Part 1. We've got Part 2. And in terms of this series definitely makes it onto one of my top 20. I think because I'm a real sucker for this, for a lot of the kinds of dramas this kind of thing pulls. And if you really think about it, those of you who have watched Code Geass, isn't it sort of like how you would describe a stereotypical soap opera or something, you know? Oh, he's really your long-lost brother, and she's really royalty, and he has amnesia, and they died. Oh, but they came back to life, or their second cousin came back, or something. You know, that's like... those are soap opera stereotypes, and Code Geass really is just... Oh, well, this is inside the box. Next one. The other thing I was asked to show is Eureka 7. I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to pronounce it, but I just pronounce that because I believe that's the way they pronounced her name in the show, even in the English dub. I actually really quite enjoyed it. Although at the same time, there was something about it that was stressful to watch. I think my friend had similar things to say about it. It's like, there's a number of the characters that just get on your nerves, but it still has a kind of neat flow and storytelling, ebb, weave, and flow to it, I guess. I'm trying to decide if the ending was good or bad, or what my opinions are on that. I'm not sure. I'm leaning more towards good, though. And the thing I forgot, the reason I had to do something between cuts, was I forgot to pull this movie out, which I have not yet to watch. This is basically just a completely separate story with the same characters in it, I believe.